This is my experience flying to Guatemala to complete a 2-day hike up Volcano Acatenango. It all started from a random text from my friend James asking if I wanted to go to Guatemala to hike a volcano. And I responded like any normal person would and said, "Are you serious?" And this man replied, "Yes." After thinking about it for an hour, I didn't want to miss out on this opportunity, so I decided to go. The next day, James and I bought plane tickets, and a week later, we were on our way to Guatemala. After landing, James and I had breakfast from our hotel and then headed straight for this park called Acatenango. On our way, I even got to practice my Spanish. Hermano? Hey, gracias. Once we got to Acatenango, I had to stop and take in the view. Meanwhile, James made a new friend.
My friend. His name is Friend.
After, I got to stand on this hand statue and then ride this swing. I was low-key getting dizzy though. The rest of the day, we did tourist things and went to this cross overlooking the city and walked on top of a historical church. Later that night, we had dinner with some people we met at the airport who were actually going to do the same hike as us, just with a different company. We ended the night getting ready for our 2-day hike that was approaching, but I'll talk more about that in part 2. My experience flying to Guatemala to hike Volcano Acatenango part 2. So our morning started off with some stray dogs barking. After we got up, we got ready for the hike. And yes, I got a little sandwich bag with lotion in it. The last thing I was gonna have on that volcano was ashy hands. We then headed to what we thought was the pickup spot. And as we were waiting, this man James decided to fuel up on pizza. It's 7 a.m. James and I found out we were actually at the wrong pickup spot. So me and James had to put on the burners and run through the city. But I did track in high school. I was not missing that shuttle. The shuttle took us to the start of the volcano. We met our tour guides, they gave us lunch and dinner, and we were on our way. Not gonna lie, this hike was very difficult right from the start. And my calves started getting really tight from the incline, but once I got a little stretch in, I was ready to conquer Volcano Acatenango. After about 3 hours, we sat down and had lunch. It was a 10 out of 10 for me. After lunch, I started feeling good about the hike. It's like, nah, I'm playing, I was beat. I mean, look at my fake smile. Look at it. While hiking, James was having a groin issue, so we took a quick physical therapy break.
You guys gotta try this next.
So after hiking for about 5.5 hours in total that day, we finally made it to base camp. Yes. Thank you. But the journey wasn't over yet. But I'll talk more about that in the final episode. My experience traveling to Guatemala to hike Volcano Acatenango. Part 3. Once we got to base camp, we rested a little, watched the volcano erupt.
No way.
And I took a tour of the 5-star hotel I'd be staying in that night with 3 other people. From there, we went on a short sunset hike. That wasn't that hard, even though I had 30 pounds of pebbles in my shoes. But look at this sunset. I was mesmerized. After the sunset, we hiked back to base camp and our guides made us hot chocolate, we roasted marshmallows, and sang campfire songs. Song!
You don't think it's 999.
Right before bed, the volcano erupted, and since it was dark out, we were able to see lava. That night, I was so cold that I went to bed with everything on still. Look, I'd rather be musty than have frostbite. The next morning, we got up at 4 a.m. and started what I felt like was the hardest part of this whole hike, and that was hiking toward the summit. It was cold, the incline was steep, and must I remind you, it was 4 a.m. After about 30 minutes, we headed back down to base camp, had breakfast, looked at the view one last time, then walked down the volcano to conclude our hike up Volcano Acatenango. Thanks for watching.